force and fury, rolling thunder. This is Rollermania, hard-hitting roller skating excitement with the International Roller Skating League. Packing all the punch of a pro sports explosion into war on wheels. Rollermania, where players battle around the bank track, striving to pass opposing players in the skating pack to score. The San Francisco Bay Bombers, Wild Southern Stars, New York and Midwest Pioneers. High-powered excitement, man-to-man, woman-to-woman, head-to-head on the big bank track. This is the International Roller Skating League, and this is Rollermania.
Look out, Joni Weston out there with a pivot helmet right now, and she's got all the rights of a jammer. Once that play is started, Weston can move, and she chooses to do so this time.
You got Pam Harrison out there trying to help Peterson as a second jammer, but Weston's going to ride her, I think, on the two express jammers here. Baker hasn't pulled out much of a lead, but here she comes up to the rear of the pack.
Weston blocking them both back there right now. Baker, meanwhile, trying to move on a double block up here. Bobby on the inside. Weston putting them down left and right. Weston moves, leads away against that double block. Baker a little shove. They go high. Baker through, and now Weston is through. Bombers still going. Baker, Weston by for a couple more. A total of 6. Bay Bomber points. 5 seconds, not much time. Miller puts a move on Hill. I believe he gets by on the inside. Run to the rail by Hill. Horn sound. Look out. Everybody over on that rail now.
Pile up there, the one getting the beating, of course, the referee, Hugh Kendall.
Look out.
Larry Lee in there, and he pops one on James Paul, puts him down the track.
The International Roller Skating League welcomes new viewers of IRSL Rollermania with an introduction to the basic rules of the game. 5 skaters round the track to form a group called the Pack. Scoring action takes place in a 60-second effort called a jam. Each skater wears a special helmet to designate their role on the team. Players in striped helmets are jammers. They have the option to break away from the pack, lap it from behind, and then try to score by passing opposing players in the pack. The pivot, wearing the black helmet, starts each jam at the front of the pack and also has the option to score. Players in solid team-colored helmets are blockers who must stay in the pack and are not allowed to score points. In the 60-second jam, 1 point is scored for each opposing player passed by a jammer or pivot in scoring position. Points can be scored by both teams in the same jam. And if you see a player put both hands on the hips, that's because that skater is the leading player in scoring position and has the right to call off the jam before the 60-second jam time has elapsed. This is done to prevent an opposing jammer from scoring or to save time in the period to start a new jam. But with these basic rules in mind, sit back and get ready to enjoy the IRSL roller skating action at its best.
Waters a little leery of moving on Bill Grohl.
No, Tap Waters is not leery. He's just waiting for his chance, that's all.
Grohl in there with some hard elbows, hacking elbows back on Waters. Walking up the front of the pack, Pioneers trying to slow that pack
Watch
down.
Grohl. He is holding the man.
Every IRSL team is loaded with talented women and men. The greatest collection of competitive skaters in the world, including some of the most legendary names in the history of skating and a crop of young skaters destined for superstar status. The Golden Girl, Joni Weston of the San Francisco Bay Bombers. Ann Calvello of the Southern Stars, the baddest mama in bank track history. Rugged Bomber skipper Bill Grohl, the former Golden Gloves boxer, is the backbone of the Bombers' many championship teams. Wild Bill Hill, player-coach of the Southern Stars. He's the most outspoken, outrageous character in the game. His motto is hit first, hit hardest, and hit last.
You're nothing but a phony, loudmouth redneck. You know, you're the type of guy that's got a Southern flag flying in the back of a pickup truck, got gun rack, and Merle Haggard tapes in the back. You know, isn't that true? Am I right or am I wrong?
There's my Southern flag. Sure,
Well,
I got a pickup truck. I'll tell you something else, boy.
Yeah?
I chew tobacco, too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I better not get too close to you then. You know something? I'm going to prove that you're a liar. I got proof right here in this bag.
What are you talking about?
I came here a little early today, and you look on that back wall, there's a little space there, isn't there? A little space on that wall.
You had no right to come
I'll
out
tell
here.
you something, mister. I'm
You
gonna
had
show
no
those
right
people
to
out your
tell.
lie. You know what this trophy is? That was one of these trophies that you had on the wall. This is a trophy you had on the wall.
Oh, I had
It says winner
No.
of spelling bee 1960. Now
didn't-
this trophy, winner of a spelling bee. That is not, has nothing to do with skating whatsoever, now does it?
You
You're
didn't
trying
get
to take
that
off-
trophy from me, Cattell. You
Don't tell
stole
me. I
that
got
trophy
off of
from
that wall.
somewhere else.
That came right off of that wall. And I'm just as honest as can be. I'll tell you that right now. And you're a liar. You're deceitful. Your team will never get in the championships. And those people out there know all of the story. I'm telling you, here's your damn trophy back. I tell them the rest of
I got your rest of the story, boy!
Sherry Eric of the Midwest Pioneers is the reigning queen of the bank track and a powerful, exciting star. Watch her battle pretty Barbara Baker of the Bombers.
And throughout the game, Baker does not go down. Baker stays in there, moving back up at Sherry Eric. They're both beginning to move on the rear of the pack now. It'll be the two captains, Weston and Dan Bello for the Pioneers. Baker the lead, hit by Bello. Eric up in the lead now. Bello trying to get a block in there on Weston. She does. Eric to the inside. There's 1 point. Trying to move to the inside by O'Brien. Eric gets to the rail. Calls it off.
James Paul leads New York's Eastern Express. He's thrilled fans at New York's Madison Square Garden with his awesome skating style. Frankie Macedo is nicknamed the Mosquito, and the name fits as he buzzes by skaters to score.
That big head dresser goes down. The crowd loves it here at Madison Square Garden.
Bombers are in trouble right now. Here comes Macedo.
All right, his team is down by 2. He needs points here. Dresser will get a shot on defense for the Bombers. Macedo up, hit on the outside, hard block.
Another one.
Apodaca backstopping for Dresser. There is no express help so far they can get back. 10 seconds.
Apodaca.
Macedo's going to have to make a move here now.
Apodaca's hurting Alfonso Reyes, and Tim Patton's
5
hurting James
seconds.
Paul.
Macedo still hanging back. 2, 1. He puts a super move on Ed Dresser for 1 express point.
Diane Severson of the Southern Stars proves that the ladies' game is just as rugged as the men's. Larry Lewis is electricity on wheels, the fastest man in the game today. After a sensational rookie season, no one can deny that Sean Atkinson can be a dominating force in the IRSL for years to come. Jumpin' Joe Perez of the Midwest Pioneers shows that agility and ability can overcome the most bruising defenders. B.J. Peterson of the Eastern Express tops the list of lady jammers for her skating smarts and enforcer status. Rollermania is speed and style, but it's also a rough and rugged arena where tempers flare and fists can fly at any moment.
Nice right hand. And now Weston inside.
Peterson and Weston.
Nice right hand.
Holmes in there. Weston disappears in the sea of grade.
Boom!
Baker comes back for a second helping.
And she's going for more. Look at Dolores. She
Galloway
wants out of
doesn't
there.
want the first course. Oh. They say it ain't over until it's over, and the buzzer doesn't have anything to do with it, I don't
Look at
think.
that. Now she's hiding. Callaway is actually inside the tent.
B.J. Peterson says, is there anybody I missed here?
They're going to pull her out by the skates, Ken.
She's looking for a skeleton in the closet right now.
Ooh. They're enjoying
Crowd
this,
on its feet here at the Garden.
Now watch.
Peterson.
Okay.
I'm not.
Boom!
Whoa.
Down she goes.
And that's out for the count, I'm sure of that.
And now you have a chance.
Good shot. Oh, man. These girls are going at it.
And they're gonna have to call a timeout here to break this one up. Penalty will be on Guerrero. There's Paul. Hammering the blocks in. Shoulders, elbow. Hill. Jump block in there by Paul. Hill did everything. Hill's team is down. He needs the points. Another knee block. Elbow. Leg block. Elbow. Hill staggered along that rail. Hill obviously a little tired right now. Not used to being out on a jam like this. Time running out. We got takedown penalty. With the hands on Paul.
scoring because Larry Lee came up. Now, whether he got by James Paul or not, we'll leave it to the officials. There'll definitely be a penalty point.
There should, initial penalty, yes, there should be a point on that. Throws it on.
We'll just have to look at the angle of the track. She got it. 4 points.
4
Express.
4-point play. B.J. Peterson.
Action up on the track. Hoppy's got Calvello. Calvello went to hit Peterson, got her teammate Severson instead. Referee's trying to unpile him.
In the women's field, I'd have to say that's the most important single play of the contender. Still going.
Severson and Hoppy now.
Now the officials are going to have to call a timeout here to break this one up. There were 4 points for B.J. Peterson. That's all forgotten in the shuffle right now.
Hoppy and Severson on the deck.
Well, the officials are just going to let this go until somebody gets tired. Hoppy with the lead. There's a penalty called on Ann Calvillo out there. Look out. This jam is called off by the officials, I believe.
B.J. Peterson coming from the infield wants some of Ann Calvello right now. We've got our first breakout when we're here in the first period of skating.
They got the men out there in it now.
Larry Lee and Larry Lewis, James Paul, Bill Hill. They are warming up in a hurry.
Time runs out of the period.
We got a Donnybrook on the bank track again.
Now
James
Paul
Paul.
and Larry Lee. Calls it off. Cole jumps in on Hill.
No love lost there. And Bill Grohl nails Bill Hill.
This is what it is down to. Penalties on Cole and Grohl.
Just 20 seconds remaining. They'll have to get around quick. Might be a time to just even a couple of scores here.
They got Calvillo at the rear of the pack, but there's no jammer in position. See the action on the jam. Time running out in the jam and the period. And there's the buzzer. Got a $25 misconduct fine on the Bombers, Joan Weston.
Officials claiming that occurred after the whistle had sounded to end the period.
Though battles break at the fury of a moment, nothing tops the thrill and beauty of scoring at top speeds.
Kapanaka now, you see these two paired off with the pivot helmets in front of the pack an awful lot.
It's normally a defensive matchup, but right now, let's see what happens on offense for both of them.
Kapanaka easy strides with the lead in the jam. 45 seconds, plenty of time at the rear of the pack. We got blocking going on between Paul and Bill Grohl on the jam. Rays takes off at the rear of the pack. Bill Grohl in trouble, pounded by James Paul. Here comes the jammer. Grohl taken out. Here comes Rays. Rays going for additional points with his team trailing. 20 seconds in jam time.
Remaining Bombers are pulling away. Here comes the whip to Alfonso Reyes. Here he comes on Lewis.
Lewis moves between Grohl and Lewis. What a move by Reyes. He's by Apadaka. It's called off. 4 points. Woo. About 1:10 remaining here in this period.
That's why my team's so good, you know.
Well, let's talk briefly about the Southern Stars and Bill Hill. They got a strong women's field. Calvillo, Burton, Severson, McVeigh.
I think I got about the best team in the league right now.
Barbara Baker battling B.J. Peterson on this jam now.
I can't take anything away from these two gals.
Okay, Peterson gets the best of Baker there. Peterson taking off for the rear of the pack with her team trailing by a point. She's throwing those elbow pads away. Weston on defense for the Bombers. Peterson tries the outside, under half a minute here. Peterson.
Oh, look out, here go the Bombers.
All right.
Here go the
pull away,
Bombers.
look
Here they
out.
go.
Somebody left the door open up there. 5 Bombers walk right out. The Express trying to catch somebody. Dorello leading the way out. It'll be Baker, the first Bomber, if the Express can catch her. 5. Time running short. Peterson up, a whip is by. Time runs out. There are 2 very big Eastern Express points.
About a minute and a half left of skating here in the 6th period, Kent. Paul going to go out again. Larry Lee out after him. Lee and Paul, they put on a lot of miles around the bank track. Lee with the pivot skater's helmet, but he has all the rights to the jammer on this one since the jammer, James Paul, started the action.
Look out, Paul's got him going. Sidestep by Lee. Here comes Bill Grohl up. Lee out number 2 to 1, may not know it. Here comes Grohl. Blocking at the rear of the pack. Canelo, Keenan. They're waiting for their man to get through. Grohl's still going. Paul's still going. Yeah, she was bleeding pretty good there in the third period when they took her off, but she's a game skater. Stays in there. She moves out again, but this time she's going to give it to the Golden Girl, the Bomber women's captain, Joan Weston. And you know who is going to come out of the pack after Weston. It is Jan Vallow. Both pivots moving as jammers now, remember. They can score. Weston setting the pace. So far, Vallow continues to stay behind her, but right behind her. At the rear, Eric will block. And now Weston caught in the middle here. Vallow a shot. Eric a shot. Vallow a block. Weston between pillar and post here. Vallow on the inside. Weston goes down. Now Eric the lead in. Moving to the rear of the pack. A power play here. They make an opening on the inside. Vallow walks through. There are 3 Midwest Pioneer points. There's veteran Irwin Miller out for the Express, number 42. Dennis Claiborne for the Bombers out. Tim Patton out. Now Alfonso Reyes moving to the pivot helmet.
You don't see Reyes with the pivot, with the jammer's helmet on very often. He usually wears a pivot.
That's right. Now he's behind, outnumbered in a tough situation. But this man is a former coach himself. He's got the experience. He's got Claiborne too. Now he's moving on Tim Patton.
Good shot.
Elbow on the inside. Patton goes down. Bomber coach Bill Grohl now. Bill Moore for the Express will try to lead in on him.
I'm going to be surprised if Moore can move him. Oh.
He does. Penalty being called. Now Ray's not sure if this jam is over or not. The officials have stopped it, I believe.
Here comes Jim Paul.
All right.
This one had to happen.
That's right. We've been looking for this. Paul and Grohl down on the infield. Whoa. Jam has started, and with less than a minute on the clock, this will be the last play in this period, undoubtedly. Barbara Baker for the Bombers, B.J. Peterson for the Express. We got time for one more battle here. Peterson a block and has the lead.
And Weston is set at the rear of the pack to block for the Bombers.
These jammers have already caught that pack. Weston blocking Peterson.
Express can't get anybody back to help Peterson. The rest of the Bomber squad are hurting the rest of the Express skaters, so they can't drop back to help Peterson.
They got Peterson sandwiched in the middle here. Baker leaning on her from behind. Oh, Peterson wasn't there. Baker right into Weston. Peterson taking full advantage of this. B.J. Peterson calls it off.
Callaway in that play was sent over the rail. That's a miscue on behalf of the Bombers, Ken.
There are 2 very big Eastern Express points scored by B.J. Peterson. Jammers dropping back to the rear of the pack.
Okay, Paul's got on the pivot helmet. Grohl's back out on the track. Let's see what happens.
Back together, Paul immediately going after Grohl up front. Jammers starting to move up. Steve Sartain starts it for the Express. Bill Grohl, look out, the pivot helmet out. Now he becomes the lead jammer here. Here comes James Paul. Paul on the chase after Grohl. Inside, a knee block.
He's got it going.
Leg block, elbow block. Grohl stays right in. As close as you can get. Grohl behind Paul. Elbow to the inside. Challenges with another block. Paul shadowing now. Half a minute remaining. Paul tries a move on the inside. Grohl ready for him. Paul dumped.
Grohl was waiting for that one. He saw that one coming a mile away.
Moving on the rear. Alfonso Reyes blocking in the pack. Grohl walks right through. Whoa, big play for the Bombers. 4 points by their coach, Bill Grohl. Buddy Atkinson Jr., grandson of Buddy Atkinson Sr., number 27, the rookie for the Southern Stars, Sean Atkinson. This kid may be a rookie, but he backs down to no one.
Billy Hill out also. Alfonso Reyes, both pivot skaters out for this one.
Okay, now Reyes, the rights of a jammer here, but he is behind and out number 2-1. Of course, Hill, a pivot skater, also can score. Atkinson and Hill will defer to his coach. They'll put a double block up for Reyes. Not the wisest move.
Alfonso goes down.
All right, penalty time's up.
Larry Lee moving now on the back of the pack to offer some blocking.
Frankie Macedo is woefully outnumbered there. Miller, sent to the rail. Take down in there, Macedo down. They've got Atkinson and Hill through. Atkinson still going. Now Paul's going to have to pick it up. Sean Atkinson goes after James Paul, and he gets by him. He's going after Reyes. Atkinson, 4 seconds. He's done it all. Calls it off.
Great skating by Sean Atkinson here.
He's not going to outskate Grohl. He's either going to go with him or he's going to cut it off. Because Grohl will get there.
And Frank Apodaca is at the back of the pack.
All right, Grohl has got there. Cattell might have played him a little more conservative. Here's Pack high, Grohl through. Oh, Sally Vega, Super Sally they call her, out against Barbara Baker, put on the rail that time.
This gal can skate well.
Okay, Debbie Ramirez trying to hang on to the lead. Pam Harrison on the inside of block, and Ramirez taken out. Okay. Pam Harrison taken off.
She's been skating great, Kenny. She's come up. She's come a long way, offensively and defensively.
Barbara Baker, the bomber that'll be there to do the blocking. Weston coming back into that bomber lineup now. Her penalty time up, but Baker's got the defensive blocking duty right now. 20 seconds. Hobby trying to get back there to assist Harrison. Baker, Weston set a double block. 15 seconds. Not too much time to get something together yet. 10 seconds left. Reaching back. Harrison sends Hobby, but it's Harrison that can score in 3, 2. Takedown. Buzzer sounds. They got in under the gun. There are 2 Eastern Express points, Nick. That's cutting it close.
That was a fine play.
42 for the Stars. Out number 2 to 1 here. It makes a sprint. He has the lead. Oh, he goes down. He gambled there. Oh, right now they want to pick points up, but he could have called it off. He got the lead. Back at the rear now. James Ball, double duty blocking. Blocking back on Perez. Blocking back on Hessen. All right, got 2 big guns out here on this jam. Back up, Erwin Miller. Now Miller doesn't have to call it off. Both Star Jamers go down. Jump block, James Paul. He brings Bill down. He still goes Miller. Calls it off as he goes down.
Great skating by Erwin Miller.
All right, we go to break. Apodaca, big man out. And this is a good place to do it because you need 1 to break the tie. That's all.
Charlie Gibson out.
2-minute warning. Gibson, I think, wearing a Band-Aid himself out there, but
Gibson, Apodaca, they've gone at it all night here.
here we go. Whoa. Apodaca, strong in the legs.
And he hangs him out to dry, Kenny. Apodaca, the lone jammer here with Bill Grohl to help him out.
Look at this double block. You got Jim Johnson, the big guy we said is an important addition on the inside. Cattell on the outside. But it's Bill Grohl, the late jump block. Big down, over the top. Apodaca to call it off.
2 points, Bay Bomber.
For all the thrills, spills, and excitement of Rollermania, the magic moment of victory is the greatest thrill of all.
In the lead by 1 now.
Express want to get this pack reorganized. They trail by 1. If we can get it going, it'll go the full 60 seconds, the end of first half, the end of a game. That's the ruling.
Stay with us either way. If it goes to overtime, we'll be with you.
10 seconds.
We'll have interviews. Don't go away, whatever. 10 seconds. And the Southern Stars are just going to pull
5
this away.
seconds. Here comes Erwin Miller. Can he get out?
4, 3, 2, 1.
He gets by. We will go the full 60 seconds with a second on the clock. Miller got by Lee, and we'll go the full 60. Here comes Miller. All at the act of the pack.
They go to the veteran, Erwin Miller. They're going to take down the puck. Over the top. And the presence of mind to call it off, but we saw Miller do that earlier tonight.
That's right. 3 points wins it for the Express. We're not finished as far as the action. We're finished as far as the game. As the Express with 1 second showing on the scoreboard clock.
Lewis in the catbird seat right now. He's got the lead. He looks the other way.
Kennedy out the drive.
Fakes him out. Looks to the outside. Knows the kid's coming to the inside and he's got the block. Pack high. Lewis through. After Cattell. The icing on the cake.
The icing. Larry Lewis.
Calls it off.
Vintage Larry Lewis that time.
It's over 2 Bomber points.
Excitement here at Madison Square Garden.
All right, first, if a jam starts, it'll go. If it doesn't, it'll be the women in sudden death. Larry Lewis on the outside. 7 seconds. This one goes all the way.
And guess who's behind him? Look at this, Kenny. A whip to Coach Bill Grohl.
Roll out. Macedo on the chase. James Paul on the chase.
And watch Macedo whip Paul.
That's
Okay.
right. Paul in pursuit of Grohl and gets down to this. The
Here we
2
go.
coaches go for it.
The crowd is up and cheering. Here we go.
Paul breathing right down Grohl's neck. Inside, pack high, sidestep. Paul through. Whoa!
Came down to the end. Grohl sidestepped by Paul. Paul goes by the pack.
4 Eastern Express. crowd here at the Garden is delirious. Their Eastern Express come through.
And there's your Eastern Express. There's some crowd.
There's your New York fans.
What a finish for the hometown crowd. There they are right there. The Eastern Express victorious over the San Francisco Bay Bombers, the world champions. They've been defeated.
This is Rollermania, the International Roller Skating League, the game that's played in dedication to its loyal fans, the hundreds of thousands of supporters who follow the teams and stars at arenas across the country. It's the top speed of racing. It's bruising knocks and blocks. It's the fury of battle. It's the excitement of victory. This is Rollermania.